Last episode, we were introduced to the nature of the Wolvers. Today, we'll introduce you to the People's Kingdom of Wolcottia, giving a basic outline of its lore. Before watching this video, remember to check out my main channel and Micah's Discord server. Beyond this, remember to share my video and keep up the discussion, for only comments promoting blasphemy against the Lord will be taken down. And now, on with the video. The People's Kingdom of Wolcottia is a North American nation situated between Mexico to the south, post-American states to the east, and Canada to the north. While the official version of its national anthem, known as "This is the Hour," is rarely played due to its extreme difficulty and unusual style, most Wolcottians play the Internationale and God Save the King. The capital city, Gapitalu, is known for its prosperity and wealth, but also its deeply entrenched culture and highly religious nature, along with the other cities of Coronis, Wolcottia, and Los Angeles. Wolcottia is a semi-constitutional monarchy under the leadership of Emperor Frederick and Consul Joseph Eisenhower. The nation's government is neither democratic nor totalitarian, but rather an authoritarian government created to ensure overall prosperity and freedom for its citizens. Here, those who are natural conformists live happy lives, while those who dare to think differently are given opportunities to truly maximize their opportunity. Rather than placating the masses by allowing the ignorant to vote, the Wolcottian government demands that every action and political thought must be both decisive, well-informed, and centered in the religious doctrine of thorax faith. The nation's flag, known as the Blessed Gear, is rich with symbolism. The black symbolizes an iron will, the blue symbolizes a desire for peace, and the green represents the nation's vast forests and the roots of the monarchy. The diamond surrounding the gear emphasizes the national symbol, while the gear symbolizes unity and progress under monotheism. While this is found on government buildings, a separate flag known as the Blessed Tree is flown everywhere. The origins of this symbol begin in medieval Wolcottia, where noblemen would plant a tree in every place they conquered. Eventually, this grew into becoming a national symbol of defiance flown by every Wolcottian. Thorax faith, the national religion of Wolcottia, is a strict monotheist religion with the ultimate design of following God, or Zan in Old High Thracian. The name itself is a misnomer from the Catholic Church, as Thorac himself is a tertiary figure in Thorax faith, akin to naming Christianity after the Virgin Mary rather than Jesus. While you'll learn about the prophets and founders later, let's first talk about its core doctrine, one focused on elevating oneself to the level of God through sovereignty, character, and integrity. Character is the ideal of what someone is. Integrity is one's level of commitment to his character, and sovereignty is one's ability to determine his character. Wilkism is the national ideology of Wolcottia, centered around an allegiance to three separate principles of crown, folk, and country that are equally important. Crown symbolizes the underlying traditions behind the nation, a loyalty to the institution of monarchy, but not the monarch himself. Folk symbolizes a commitment to serving the people, even if the people themselves aren't the ultimate rulers. Country is a commitment to national unity over both regional identities and supranational loyalties. This ideology is authoritarian, but flexible, with the existence of even a few liberal interpretations. However, even the most liberal interpretations of Wilkism do not go in line with democracy. In the 1100s, Sir John, an English knight who questioned the Catholic Church, received a divine vision and became the prophet and founder of Thorax faith, eventually leaving Britain for North America. His son, Sir Sven, established the prosperous kingdom of Uppsala in present-day Montana, leading to the conversion of nearby kingdoms to Thorax faith. However, this widespread conversion led some nations into corruption, notably the Nashkraltu Republic, known for its slavery, sexual degeneracy, and human sacrifice. The Nashkraltu burned Uppsala, causing a Thracian diaspora, but a Christian king named Rasulvan converted to Thorax faith, leading a powerful alliance supported by the pious dragon Drakiu to crush Nashkraltu. The capital Ivarstadt was renamed Koronis, and the unified Thracian kingdom became known as Wolcottia. Following the unification of Wolcottia, the nation endured several eras of prosperity and chaos. While the nation may have suffered through a horrendous Spanish invasion, the Wolcottian people persevered, starving would-be conquistadors during the winter and meeting the Pope in Rome for a humiliating peace deal. With Wolcottia's sovereignty guaranteed, they managed to face off aggression from the rest of the world and establish prospering cities, trading with European powers and establishing a prosperous capital. However, this golden age couldn't last forever. In 1836, the United States launched a crushing blow against the Wolcottian people, with the brutality of their attacks being remembered even today. During the 1840s, Wolcottia was dragged into the modern era by General James K. Polk, a former American politician who defected to the Wolcottian side after witnessing the sheer brutality of his nation. Due to his modernization efforts, Wolcottia survived a second American nation and became prosperous under the next emperor, Iltsar I of the House of Alaris. This was not without its costs, as the United States crumbled down while the Wolcottians lost some key territory. This territory, named Nastland, was stolen from the Wolcottian nation by the British Empire, who divided the land into British Columbia and Yukon. This led Wolcottia to go down a path of modernization and revenge under Iltsar and his son Adam, culminating with Wolcottia's entry into the Central Powers during World War I. Despite the Central Powers' ultimate loss, the Wolcottians managed to prosper in the alliance due to clever negotiations and strategic diplomacy. However, even with territorial gain, the Wolcottian nation still suffered, as its attempts of democracy were clearly not working. Although many people became attracted by the lies of communism and fascism, a new ideology was born that could alleviate Wolcottia's societal issues: the ideology of Wilkism. Under the banner of Emperor Frederick, the deep economic depression was alleviated and the nation once again rose to a level of power and prominence unheard of before. Even if Wolcottia was faced with wars and turmoil, such as the Sino-Wolcottian War in the 1930s and the War of Japanese Restoration in 1940, the nation once again ascended to a golden age. Today, the People's Kingdom of Wolcottia is the last major colonial power in a decolonizing world. While unequaled in brutality, it has worked to ensure the prosperity and security of its people. Though Wolcottia today is nowhere near a democracy, in fact, to the contrary, those within it experience a deeper sense of freedom than even in the free world itself. Those who are true to themselves are released from the constraints of mundanity and not only given permission, not only encouragement, but a direct guarantee from the emperor himself that they can live their lives the way they want to without external interference. Next time, we'll talk about the intricate political nature of this world, all leading to one key event which will shape the world for the next 50 years. Until then, be an artist, not a nerd. And don't forget, the Lord is the divine source of creation. He who is beyond all, the honored, blessed and great, most powerful, most beautiful, most righteous and most loving. May he bless you, for eternal wisdom belongs to him. Amen.